5 things poor people do that rich don't. We know that many of you are on your way to achieving financial success, so we want to put together a list of things that poor people do which guarantees our mediocrity. Please take all of these with a grain of salt and realize these are here to make you think about your current situation. So let's go. Number 1. Poor people watch a lot of TV. It's always amazing how much time poor people waste on meaningless television. It's one of those distractions that grabs you and doesn't let go. If you know which celebrity is dating who, and if you're watching TV shows every week as the episodes come on, if you have a favorite news channel, you're probably watching too much television. Rich people aim to be on TV instead of watching it. Use the power of the internet to get a quick glimpse of what the world is like today and move to do your own thing. Number 2. Poor people wake up later than rich people do in their early years. Poor people are often lazier than the rich in the early days. We know that some of you will be bothered a lot by the previous statement, but statistically it's the truth. Someone who used their youth to grow themselves is a lot less likely to remain poor later on in life. Instead, if you wake up late, don't educate yourself, waste time on meaningless activities, at one point you will find yourself so far behind what the world needs from you, that you will end up miserable. The paradox is that people who do not focus on growth in the early days, end up working a lot harder with little success rate later in life. Number 3. Poor people blame others for their misfortune. How many people do you know that have some sort of excuses or blame other factors for not being successful yet? There are some things that are out of our control, but 99% of your life is in you. Remember that you are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your relationships. You are in charge of your health. You want these to change. Do something about it. Life is not what happens to us, it's how we react to what happens to us. When something bad happens, the poor people choose victimize themselves while the rich look into it, study it, they seek to find out what happened, why it happened, and how they can protect from it in the future. While one assumes the position of vulnerable victim, the other uses it as a growing point. Number 4. Poor people have no money saved. One of the differences between poor people and the rich is that the former don't get ready for what's next. Having money put aside allows for growth. Let's say something bad happens. If you have money put aside, the problem is solved, and you can resume your life. If you don't and situation is urgent, what do? Either liquidate an asset like your car, house, or something like that. Or you can take a loan. For the rich, when the situation is over, they're left in the same position, minus the saving. While for someone who's poor, their lifestyle has been dramatically hit, or now belongs to the creditor. Now let's look at opposite. An opportunity arises. Those who have money put aside, now have the chance to expand their lives, while the other can't afford to take a full advantage of this opportunity. That's why the rich are growing richer while the poor are getting poorer. And number 5. Poor people spend money before they get it. One of the biggest dangers in life is spending money before you have it. The second you start borrowing money or acquiring expenses before you're able to pay them, life starts to spiral down. If you don't have money for something that you're willing to part with, without affecting your life, then you can't afford it. Go back to work and then get it.